That's okay. I'm real excited that you're joining us tonight. Bob and I, this is an industry that we have been in now for 32 years. Actually got started at a time where a lot was going on in our life, and it wasn't really all positive, and maybe you can relate with some of that. My husband had a very traditional business, and he had some large receivables in which he wasn't getting paid. And that really kind of forced him out of business, and not having any special schooling or skills at that point. We didn't know how he was going to replace his income. And luckily, as someone came into his factory as it was closing down, brought in a magazine, and the gentleman looked very successful. And my husband actually invited himself to a meeting, very much like this, although back then we did everything in person. It was before Zoom times, obviously 32 years ago. But you know what? That meeting has been life-changing. And I hope you see a little bit of what we saw back then, and particularly him. He just thought, if a little of this could be true, we were going to be rich. And the journey that we've been on for the last 32 and a half years, we just got back from South Africa. I have to tell you, that was not even a bucket list. That wasn't even a dream. Never imagined we'd be going on safari in South Africa. So the opportunity and the lifestyle that it has afforded us has been huge. But this is huge. The timing of our company is super, super exciting. And what I've got to share with you tonight, we're only going to keep you 30 minutes, so I may talk a little bit fast, try to get through a lot of stuff. But I'm going to share a little bit about what's going on with our company, why it is, the products, why they're different, why they're special. Our company is publicly traded, and you can look at the symbols there, LFV, and it is on the NASDAQ. We're going to talk about our timing, and Bobby's drawn out some really great figures to give you a handle on what kind of money can be made here. And really, that's probably why most people are on here tonight, is really because they're looking to change the lifestyle. I hear that a lot. People want to have more options in their life. They want to be able to do things with their family. So we have a very special line of products. When I talk about Bobby and I being in the industry now for 32 years, the first 25 years, we were with a company where we shared traditional supplements, antioxidants. And maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you take a multivitamin, maybe you take a vitamin D or a vitamin C. And we kind of created a turnkey program where we brought those products into physician offices, did a little over 200 million in sales. So we did really, really well for the first 25 years. But then we found out about activation. And that's really what I'm going to talk about, this newer science that is basically little known, very exciting, lots of studies and stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. But it gives us a great opportunity. Being first, being early on in things can be very, very profitable. So the opportunity to earn supplemental income, earn free trips like we just did, really help other people get what they want is really what this is all about. So the first product I'm going to talk about is our flagship product. And this is the product that we launched the company with. Protandim NRF2, what it does simply is it creates more than 1 million antioxidants per second. And so, why is that important? Well, there's something out there you can see, oxidative stress, which really is the precursor for all disease, aging, and inflammation. And what is oxidative stress? It's kind of a medical term. There's a site called PubMed.gov, has over 320,000 studies on it. But really what it is the difference between the free radicals that our body creates while we're eating, breathing, exercising, anything we do creates these free radicals. And that's why we, to this point have supplemented adding any antioxidants. Maybe we eat fruits and vegetables, that type of thing, to diminish all those free radicals that our body is creating. Well, what happens is as we get older, we create more and more free radicals, and it gets kind of out of hand. And so that is the medical term between the two of those, the antioxidants and the free radicals, is called oxidative stress. And so oxidative stress is the precursor for all disease, all inflammation, and all aging, which, we certainly want to fight that as well. So Protandim can actually go ahead and reduce that oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days. So the very first month, there's studies on it. And again, imagine as I go through all this, we are a publicly traded company. So, again, we have to be careful with what we say. But this one pill that was created, it's 5 plant-based ingredients, is so powerful. In order to get the same results, I would need to ingest 400 oranges every day, 500 cups of broccoli, 110 cups of blueberries, and 120 tablets of vitamin C. And so you can see on the chart over there, over time, without Protandim, without reducing this oxidative stress. And again, this is a very unique product. Nobody else has it out there. There are over 30 studies to date on the product itself. And pretty often, if there are any studies on nutritional products, they're on the ingredients, they're not on the products. So you can tell over time without using Protandim, without reducing oxidative stress, it goes up over time, which again means more inflammation, more disease, more aging. But then again, using Protandim, what happens is you can see we keep our blood levels even. And so what it's really illustrating is if I took 4 people and I had a 20-year-old who wasn't on Protandim, but then I had a 40-year-old who was on Protandim for 4 months, a 60-year-old who was on Protandim for 6 months, and an 80-year-old who was on Protandim for 8 months. And I took all their blood and mixed it around. I could not tell whose originally was the blood of the 20-year-old. So super, super exciting there, the results that we get with that. So again, this is pubmed.gov. You can go there. Typically, doctors, pharmacies, pharmacists would go there, but we have some 30 studies on the product itself, and you can see it deals with all areas of the body. And on oxidative stress, there's some 320,000 studies these days. So these are independent studies. These medical universities have paid for these studies all by themselves because, again, they found this product so unique. So you can see here are some of the studies that were done. You look at Harvard, Ohio State is on there, National Institute of Aging, some very prestigious institutions have chose to spend their own money researching this product because it is that, category creating. But what's even more exciting is we came out with something called collagen, liquid collagen. And if you're not familiar with collagen, I was not really. I kind of saw enough on Facebook and Instagram to be dangerous and knew that it helped reduce wrinkles in the face. But I also knew some other ladies and other companies that weren't getting great results with their collagen. Well, this collagen is amazing, but collagen is more than what I thought was just face. It's nail health, it's hair loss, it's eye health. 91% of our eyes are collagen. You can see it's a lot of different. If you've got any kind of joint pain, we get great results using this collagen because it is the only collagen out there that activates. It actually produces collagen. So we're not only producing collagen, we're replenishing with 10 different types of collagen or peptides. Most other products out there only, 1, 3, I think there's one other one with 5 out there. We have 10. But even more important is we maintain that collagen as well and prevent the elimination of the collagen as well. And you can see this is an 8-week study where it's getting more white and yellow and green there because it's producing collagen, more collagen density in just 8 weeks. So we get some great results. And I always think the pictures is probably the best here, but our product increases the collagen density by 100%, reduces crow's feet by 22%, skin roughness is decreased by 10%, blood catalase, which is an enzyme very important, is increased by 202%, and skin elasticity is increased by 8%. Okay, and so you could get, again, we are making it, we've used it with the Protandim to get even better results. And kind of funny backstory on this, we were using the collagen, the company knew it had a great product, and most everyone, because it's our flagship product, it's the most amazing product, was using the Protandim as well. We call this a glow package, the two of those together. We were getting such amazing results so fast that the company actually went back and had to do another study on the amount of genes and fibroblasts which create the collagen because of the combination of these two. So you really want to use these two together in particular. I'm going to flip through some different pictures so you can see, I think, here a picture is more than 1,000 words, but you can see the results that we get with this. And I tell everyone when they start this product, take a picture before you get started, all different areas of your body, whatever is of concern to you, if it's your arms, your stomach, whatever it is. And then take one in 30 days and you can see the results there. We also activate weight loss. And this has been a newer product. And again, you think about how much money people are spending in spas to be able to look younger, stay looking younger. But what about weight loss? Weight loss is a really, really big industry. I mean, just think about how many people are looking to lose weight at this point. It's quite large. And so this has been a huge asset to our company. It's just been a whole nother market, and it's been super, super exciting. So we launched about 3 months ago a product called GLP-1. It's a natural activator. It is not the drugs. It's not the synthetic shots that everyone's taking out there, but we are getting amazing results. It is increasing within a 3-month period, the GLP-1 level by 140%. And so the GLP-1 hormone, what it's going to do is it regulates your food noise and, just cravings that you have for food. And it's just so great for helping people lose weight. So again, increasing the GLP-1 hormone by 140%. This is cool. This was on the human trial. Lose 9 pounds in 8 weeks and up to 25 pounds in 12 weeks. And so what we found is the longer you're on it, the more you're increasing this hormone, the better the benefits you're getting. What is really interesting compared to the shot, and again, not everyone can stay on the shot. The shot was really meant for people that have problems with their blood sugar levels, severe diabetics and stuff. But on the shot, the synthetic shot, they lose a lot of muscle mass, which is, really crucial. And we certainly want to keep that. Here, 100% who lost weight maintain their muscle mass. So that is super, super important. And again, another one, up to 27% reduction in visceral fat. That's the fat around the middle that can be so hard to lose, but it's so dangerous. It is so unhealthy for us. So, we're just getting some great results with this. Interesting, 95% reduced sugar cravings, 82% took back control of their relationship with food, 11% total body weight loss, 96% chose smaller portions. And again, I'd already said the 20% on visceral fat. And so this is what you can expect. And it starts pretty gradually. The first week or two, you start to know some smaller changes. First month, you're really noticing, less hungry, the food noises are greatly reduced, you're not snacking between meals, you're feeling fuller longer, you're spending less time thinking about food, fewer late night cravings, and ultimately the weight loss starts to come off. But again, it's, it just keeps ramping up over time the longer that you're on it. It's a really easy program. It's probably the easiest way that I've ever lost weight. It's really just 2 pills in the morning that we take first thing when we wake up. We got to wait 30 minutes before we eat. And then there's this powder that we can put in with, almond milk or yogurt or whatever, make a protein shake, whatever your thing is to go. Real easy to put this powder in. And that's really how it is. And you're just allowing your mind to kind of dictate how you're going to eat and how you're not going to eat. And like I said, the weight just comes off naturally. You're not having to give up or not have something. I know a lot of times in a diet, when you take away something, that's the thing that people really start to crave and have the hardest time with. So we get some great results. So you can see these different results that we're getting with this product. And again, just imagine how many people do you know need to lose weight? I mean, it's a huge market out there. And the cool thing about the collagen and the GLP-1 is it's very visual. People are going to see the results that you're getting. It's very visual. They'll notice that as you're losing weight. They'll notice how you're looking, and they'll ask you, "What are you doing?" I'm sure you've all asked somebody, if you see them lose weight, "What are you doing? What's the secret?" Everybody wants to know what the secret is, and we do have the secret. But you can see some more results here. And particularly exciting for ladies. We want these results too. And I love how it's coming off the middle and stuff as well. But we have some 22 different products at this point. We've got different lines. We've got products that help with sleep. The GLP-1, we're getting great results with people getting a much deeper sleep at night, but we've got a really great skincare line, and we just have so many products. Sometimes some of these take a back seat. Protandim has some other products. We've got fat burn. We've got a lot of gut health products as well. We've got nootropics for brain health. So a lot of great products. We even have a pet product, so you can keep your pet healthy. But we've got a lot of products that are all activated, all starting with that NRF2 activation of reducing that oxidative stress. And we are really on the forefront of this industry. People are just starting to talk about activation, and we are more than there with a lot of patent products. But it leads to an even more exciting opportunity. And my husband's drawn out some really great numbers so you can appreciate the kind of money that can be made. A lot of times people misunderstand this industry and think it's all about just, maybe selling product, and they don't realize it can be that much more. So if you'll hold on, thank you for your time. And my husband's going to be right here. Thanks.
Hey, good evening, everyone. It's funny. Every time I hear April discuss the products, I just want to double up and triple up on the products. I just have a desire to try more and use more. But I'm going to take the last half of this, the opportunity here with Zoom to just share a little bit with you. And I'm going to keep it real simple, okay? Don't worry about writing anything down. And a lot of folks here on tonight are guests, and the person that invited you on can go into this in much more detail than I'm going to. But before I do, I just want you to think a little bit about how nice it would be, how important it would be to be able to get involved with something before everyone else knew about it. Look, supplements have been around forever, and there's really, really good ones, and there's some out there that aren't so good, And the science of nutrition and holistic medicine and wellness and natural products, it's swinging now into activation. And it's not about supplement anymore. It's about activating our bodies to behave the way they did when we were younger, okay, in our teens and in our 20s. And, on top of that, April was talking about the GLP-1. I mean, can you think about this for a second? I want to expand your vision for a minute. Think about the hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that have been spent by the big pharmaceutical companies marketing these shots, these GLP-1 shots. They're in every magazine, they're on every television station, they're everywhere. And not everyone's getting great results with that. And a lot of people don't like shots, and there's side effects. And if you stop using it, it stops working. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. But regardless of all of that, what if there was something that would work the same or better, that was natural, that was good for you, that was easy to take, 2 pills in the morning and some powder in your favorite smoothie or yogurt later in the day? I mean, you got to think about that a little bit. There's just in the United States, and we're expanding into 20 different countries now, but just in the US, there's 200 million people that have a desire to lose weight out of a population of 330 million. 200 million are looking for some help with their weight. So then you add the collagen, the protandim, the skincare line, all the other things. And, it's an exciting opportunity. So let me show you just a little bit, okay, about how the money works. I want you to just focus on this. And I've chosen to use the GLP-1 as an example, but these percentages apply to every product that we have. So if you'll follow my mouse, you can earn anywhere from $26 to about $46 on a customer every month when they use that product. So just imagine and just, entertain me for a minute with these numbers. Just 30 customers, you could be making about $1,500 a month. 100 customers, and you're looking at about $55,000 a year, which is, a fairly average salary these days in the United States, maybe a little bit above average. So I'm using this as a model. but I want to paint a different picture for you. See, when I got involved in this industry, remember April said I invited myself to a meeting? My art and picture frame business was getting ready to close, and I needed to replace a $90,000 salary. And that was a big salary back in 1992. Okay, that's what we were talking about. It was 32 years ago. And I invited myself to a meeting hoping that I could find a way to at least begin to offset some of that, never dreaming that 4 months after I started, my wife would also quit her job. And she had a very successful career in building homes and construction. And we would begin building a business and change our lives forever for the next 32 years. See, that 90,000 that I needed was over 110,000 my first year. Okay. And in that 25 years that April mentioned, we earned over $15 million. I couldn't have made that in the picture frame business in 300 years. Okay. But it was because we were open to trying something new and be mentored that happened. So here's kind of how it happened. I've just given you a little model of what a spare time or a part-time business could do, just gathering customers. But what if we did it a little bigger? Okay. See, when you have those customers I was talking about 30 of them, there's a diamond position, the company calls that. The average earnings is 1,200 a month for you if that were you. Do you realize if you just help two other people do that, they would make the same 1,200 a month, but you'd make $800 off of them because you get 10% of what their businesses did. And that's 24,000 a year. Now, you and I both know nobody's getting rich on that, but let me ask you something. That's a part-time business. Would that help your household situation if it was only that? Okay, would you find something to do with it? Well, I'm sure you would, but look at this. What if we help the two get two of their own? So that the two that you brought in, the brown here in the middle, those two, so they could make 24,000 a year. And your earnings would go up to almost 40,000 a year. See, if you're starting to get the picture, now think about this for a second. Okay. Imagine that this is happening in your neighborhood. Imagine this is happening in your town. Imagine this happening in your church. Imagine this happening in a niche that you might have. Okay. You know what a niche is, something special that you do, a special skill, a special contact group, a special, I always say people in sports have a niche, people at church have a niche. There's a lot of different ways that is. Well, let me expand your vision a little bit more, because this is what happened to me in April when we got involved. If this were you, what if we did that 1, 2, 3 times? Let's say we did it in Miami, we did it in Orlando, and we did it in Tampa. Well, 3 times 37,000 is 111,000. Now you're a six-figure earner. But what if we did it 3 more times? Okay, and we added Atlanta and Washington and Philadelphia. Okay, what if we did it 3? That's 222,000 a year. What if we did it 3 more times? And we added Los Angeles and San Francisco and San Diego. You're starting to see what I'm saying? What if somebody in one of those towns, let's say in California, had contacts on the other side of the ocean in Japan? Okay, or maybe the Philippines, or maybe Thailand or Taiwan. All of a sudden, you could be dealing with countries. And this is not why April and I got involved in this industry 32 years ago. That's not why. I had to replace a salary. That was the why. But this is what happened because we got involved with something that was just getting started. Nobody knew about it yet. And we had a chance to be the ones spreading the word. Now, you do not need to take my word on this, and you don't have to take April's word on this. Remember, she said earlier, we're publicly traded. You can go to the NASDAQ and look up LifeVantage, LFVN, and see all the average earnings of what distributors earn based on the model that I just showed you. See, that is very, very exciting, folks. And the message that I really want to share with you, this evening is that somebody spoke to you about an opportunity, somebody mentioned these products, and something in you, whether you saw an advertisement or you saw something on social media, but it struck a chord. And you and I both know if it struck a chord, then you've been looking for something. There's some level of dissatisfaction that you're kind of looking to make a change or see what else you might be able to add on to what you're doing, or maybe begin transitioning away from something that you're bored with or don't want to do anymore. And all I'm going to advise you to do is pursue it. Because I'm telling you, we had an amazing career with that first company, for 25 years, but we've been here with LifeVantage for 7 years. And it's the only two companies we've ever been with in our 32 years. The only reason we made a switch is our first company closed, and we made a switch and we found something that was even better when we made a switch. It's funny how things happen when you're open to making a change, and the things that you find. We never dreamed we would travel all over the world. I think we've been in 35 or 36 different countries now because of business, because of incentive trips. We didn't get involved for that to happen, but that happened because we got involved. And my advice to you would be this: somebody, you spoke to somebody about this. Somebody gave you the link, for tonight to share it. And it's so easy to get started in this business. All you got to do is pick one of our packages to get started, and you get all your business material. You get an app for your phone. You get a website that's a full-blown merchant account, for running orders and stuff. You get all the training material. You can participate in our events. All of that stuff is available to you just by getting involved in the business. And we have a number of different packages that you can choose from. The most expensive package we have is only $9.99. Okay. And you get about, I don't know, $1,400-$1,500 worth of product, plus all the building materials. That's our business pack. You get some of everything. We have a $600 pack. We have a $350 pack, and you can get started for as little as $250. I mean, and what I would suggest you do is whoever shared this link with you for tonight's Zoom, just tell them where you're at. Just say, hey, I want to try those products. Hey, I want to get in the business, and, I'll start slow with it. Okay. If you just want to use the products, join the business anyway, because the products are cheaper if you're a distributor or a consultant than if you're a customer. So get involved anyway, okay? That way, when people start asking you or commenting about how good you look and what are you doing, you can at least send them to your website and get credit for the purchase. But, we need, and the reason we do this opportunity on Zoom, number one, anybody can tune in from anywhere in the world, okay? But we need more voices to spread the story of activation. That's really what it's about, okay? We have a reorder rate, those products that April talked about, the Protandim, the collagen, the GLP-1. Do you know our reorder rate is 74%? And our industry, in the network marketing and in the nutritional industry, the average reorder rate is 19%. So the products do what they're supposed to do. They're amazing. They're patented. There's nowhere else to get them. But nobody knows about the business opportunity that's available with these products. And I'm telling you, folks, if you've ever dreamed, wished, or imagined that you can get involved in something in the beginning, you're there. You're never going to be able to say again, you didn't know about something, in its early stages. And this is what's going on. And there's going to be more activation products in the future. We have patented that science. We have that science. And we're gonna use that to develop all the different pathways in our bodies so we can stay younger longer and prevent disease. That's what we're gonna do. What an amazing business to be in. Think about it. You can help people look better, feel better, stay younger and healthier. And anyone that has a desire to better their financial situation, you got something to offer. And it's not hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a franchise or, large amounts that you need to invest just to make a decent interest on your deposit. This is a business between a few $100s and $9.99. You could get started, everything included. So, Warren Buffett said this, and it's hard not to admire Warren Buffett. As a matter of fact, his company, Berkshire, just wrote the biggest IRS check that had ever been written to the federal government because of the profits that they made. It's amazing what this gentleman has done in his career. He said, you must position yourself in front of a growth curve, not in the middle and not at the end. Okay, but at the inception, and then realize that that window of opportunity is always closing. So go to work like there's no tomorrow. And our mentor in the business shared the same thing with us. I don't know if he mentioned it was Warren Buffett's quote or not, but said, work it like there is no tomorrow. And you'll be very, very pleased after a couple of years of the effort you put in. So what I want to do is stop sharing and just say, okay. I always like looking at everyone. Would you wave at me and at least let me know that you're tuned in for a little bit with us? I'm going to ask you to do me one favor, folks. Whoever it is that gave you the link this evening for this, would you please text them or call them and just say, number one, thanks for thinking of me. Okay. And number two, let them know what your thoughts are, what you're thinking and what you'd like to do next. Maybe schedule a time. I don't know what time zone you're in. We're on the East Coast, but maybe schedule a time to talk tomorrow if tonight's too late. But let them know how you feel about it, what you thought about it. Thank them for inviting you, and let's have that next conversation. And if you need to talk to me or April for whatever reason, or you have a couple questions after that, they know how to reach us. Okay, so if you don't know how to reach us, they do, and we'd be happy to address any questions you have. So anyway, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. 2025 is off to an awesome start. We're barely 2 months into it and things are going great. So hopefully we'll get to meet you in person real soon. Have a good night, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. Bye-bye.